Welcome to electricalworld360.com. In this video, we are going to solve most important MCQs of power system, and this is the part 1 video of this series. So before we start, if you are new to the channel, then please subscribe our channel, and if you want, you may follow us on Facebook also. We are also available on Telegram, and usually whatever video I make, I used to upload all the PDFs in this channel. So if you want, you may join us on Telegram. To join our channel on Telegram, just simply search here Electrical World 360 Official, and otherwise if you want, you may join our Telegram channel through this link also. So this is the question number 1. Which of the following is not a standard transmission voltage in India? So option number A, 33 kV, 66 kV, 99 kV, 220 kV. So in this case, we should remember that the standard voltages of transmission in India are 11 kV, 33 kV, 66 kV, 132 kV, 220 kV, 400 kV, or the last one is 765 kV. Okay. The highest line-to-line transmission voltage in India is 765 kV. So in this case, the option number C is the right answer here. So 99 kV is not a standard transmission voltage in India. So this is the question number 2. More relay is normally used for protection of long transmission lines, medium transmission lines, short transmission lines. So in this case, we should remember that here the right option is the option number A. More relay is normally used to protect the long transmission line. Not only more relay and the admittance relay is used to protect the long transmission line. And to protect the medium transmission line, we use the impedance relay. And to protect the short transmission line, we use the reactance relay. So coming to the next question. This is the question number 3. A lightning arrestor is usually located nearer to a buster, transformer, circuit breaker, isolator. So a lightning arrestor is used to protect the terminal equipments of a power station. To protect the transformer, the lightning arrestor is used. Lightning arrestor is the first and also last equipment of the substation. So here the right option is option number B. Lightning arrestor is usually located nearer to the transformer. So here the question number 4. The power factor of industrial loads is generally unity, lagging, leading, 0. So here the right option is option number B. The power factor of industrial loads is generally lagging. So this is the question number 5. The value of demand factor is less than 1, greater than 1, equal to 1, or the 0. So in this case, here the right option is option number A. The value of demand factor is less than 1. So demand factor is equal to the maximum demand by total connected load. So that is why, as we know, the maximum demand by the total connected load is equal to the demand factor, and demand factor is less than 1. Why the demand factor is less than 1? Because in every time the connected load is more than the maximum demand. So that is why here the value of demand factor is less than 1. This is the question number 6. More relay is used to protect the long transmission line, medium transmission line, short length line, and the option number D is the all of the above. So as I discussed in the earlier question, the option number A is the right answer. More relay or the admittance relay is used to protect long transmission line. Coming to the next question. The most common type unsymmetrical fault in three-phase system is single line to ground, line to line, double line to ground, or the three-phase. So here the option number A is the right answer. Okay. Single line to ground fault is most common fault, and it is an unsymmetrical fault. So this is the question number 8. If the supply frequency increases, the skin effect is increased. So here the option number A is the right answer. This is the question number 9. The material commonly used for the sheet of underground cable is lead, steel, rubber and the copper. So here the right option is option number A. The material commonly used for the sheet of underground cable is lead. The recovery voltage will be maximum of the power factor of 0, 0.5, 0.707 or the unity. So here the right option will be option number A. The recovery voltage will be maximum for the power factor of 0. This is the question number 11. To meet the reactive power requirements at load centers, usually shunt capacitors are used, series capacitors are used, shunt reactors are used, tap changing transformers are used. In this case, we should remember that shunt compensation by using shunt capacitors is generally used for meet the load reactive power demands, hence to regulate the load voltage. So that is why here the option number A will be the right answer. Okay. So this is the question number 12. The voltage drop is the main consideration while designing a feeder, distributor, service mains or the all of the above. So here the right option will be the option number B, distributor. Voltage drop is main consideration while designing a distributor, since the limit of voltage drop at consumer's terminals is plus minus 6%. Hence, while designing a distributor, the voltage drop along its path is main consideration. So that is why here the right option is option number B. So this is the question number 13. Skin effect exists only in low voltage DC overhead transmission, high voltage DC overhead transmission, cable carrying DC current, and the option number D is AC transmission. So here the option number D is the right answer. Skin effect exists only in AC transmission. Skin effects occur only at high frequency transmission. There is no frequency in that 3, that means the DC. So no skin effect will occur. So that is why here the option number D is the right answer. This is the question number 14. The Earth's potential is infinite, supply voltage 1 volt or the 0. So here the right option is the option number D. The Earth's potential is 0. So coming to the next question. This is the question number 15. Advantage of transmitting power at high voltage is magnitude of current will be small, the power loss will be less, and the option number C is it will reduce the voltage drop in the line impedance, and the option number D is all of the above. So here the right option is option number D, because all the options are advantages of the high voltage power transmission. So the advantages of high voltage power transmissions are the magnitude of current will be small, power loss will be less, to reduce it will reduce the voltage drop in the line impedance. Okay, so these are the advantages of transmitting power at high voltage. So this is the question number 16. The presence of earth in case of overhead lines increase the capacitance of the line, increase the inductance of the line, decrease the capacitance of the line, or decrease the inductance of the line. So in this case we should know, with the presence of earth, charging currents phenomenon will come into picture, which increases the shunt capacitance of the transmission line. However, inductance does not have any effect on the presence of earth. So that is why here the option number A is the right answer. The presence of earth in case of overhead lines increase the capacitance of the line. This is the question number 17. Which of the following equipments has the lowest power factor? Fully loaded induction motor, immersion heater, incandescent lamp, or the arc lamp? In this case, we should know the power factor of arc lamp is low. In induction motors, the power factor varies in accordance with the load. Unloaded or lightly loaded motors exhibits a low power factor. So that is why here the option number A is the right answer. This is the question number 18. The sag of the conductors of a transmission line is 2.5 meter when the span is 250 meter. Now, if the height of the supporting towers is increased by 25%, the sag will reduce by 25%, increased by 25%, reduced by 12.5%, or the option number D is the remain unchanged. In this case, we should know the sag of the conductor is directly proportional to the square of the span length. If other conditions such as type of conductor, working tension, temperature remains same, hence the height of both supporting towers is increased by 25%. So the sag will remain unchanged. So here the option number D is the right answer. This is the question number 19. The color of light emitted by sodium vapor discharge lamp when glowing steadily is pink, yellow, bluish, or the blue. So here the option number B is the right answer. Okay. So coming to the next question. This is the question number 20. In arc welding, the voltage required to maintain arc is in the range of 200 to 250 volts, 1000 to 1200 volts, 2 to 5 volts, 20 to 30 volts. So here in question you can see here, in arc welding the voltage required to maintain the arc is in the range of 200 to 250 volts, 1000 to 1200 volts, 2 to 5 volts, 20 to 30 volts. So in this case we should know the arc welding, the moderate voltage and moderate current electricity from the utility mains, that means that 230 volts AC is converted into a high current and low voltage, typically in between 17 to, here you can see 17 to 45 volt open circuit voltage and 55 to 590 ampere respectively. Okay, so that is why here the option number D is the right answer, because the 20 and 30% is, you can see, in between the 17 to 45 voltage. So if you are new to the channel, so then please subscribe our channel, and if you have liked our video, then please like our video and share the video with your friends. Thank you for watching our video.